Hello, my fellow Guardians. This is Malootje, and welcome back to Destiny 2. Yeah, last week it was a hell of an episode. The Ace of Spades took me an entire week to actually complete. We're looking into the quests we could actually do for today, but Zavala apparently has something to say to me as well. So let's listen to him first.
The first pyramid arrived above Io and the Traveler did nothing. Now they darken our skies. And still it waits. It falls to the Guardians to protect our system. Eris is working to understand the ships. We have to work to overcome them. I need you on the front lines. Talk to our people on the ground. Close our ranks, Guardian, and form a fist.
Okay. So the exodus begins. The pyramids are on our doorstep, Zavala says as you arrive. Eris is researching the signals, even the Drifter is helping in his way. There is no hesitation in his voice as the commander gives his orders. Eris made Io her base of operations, but she can't report on the surface while she's studying that tree. Meet up with Asher Mir, he should have some strong opinions about what to do next. Down on Titan, Sloane should be more pragmatic. She wants to tear the ship from the sky with her bare hands. You see a glint in his eyes, see that she does. So Exodus preparations, speak to Deputy Commander Sloane on Titan and offer to assist her. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, as this is kind of a new quest that arrived. And this is also something that ends with the Season of Arrival, so it's definitely something I want to do first. And then Zavala recruits. I'm not really sure what this one is, so we have stood against every foe and driven them. Now, let's continue with what we have before we take on something new. Wait, you still want to talk to me? Is this also part of this quest line?
Are you ready?
So you have stood against every foe and driven them to break. Commanding effort, Guardian. Well, one does not go unnoticed. Assume you've heard that people recount your deeds throughout the city. You command their respect and hold their hopes. They look to you as the first who will stand against the coming tide. And know you will not fail them. Carry on, Commander Zavala. Finishing touches. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll take every quest that he actually has to give us. And do I see a follow-up over there? So we do have Nightfall the Ordeal quest, finishing touches. Let's quickly check on Banshee what he has to say.
Nice shooting out there.
Guardian, I found something I thought you'd find useful. Set it aside somewhere. Here, let's see. 2 energy cost finishers generate special ammo for the whole fire team. Requires 1/3 of your super energy. Beacon in the Black quest step.
Keep it loaded. Show them that they can't
Okay.
mess with us.
Let's check out this quest that he's actually given us. So it's not something from the past. It's probably something from the season. Season is Exodus. Preparation, no Shadowkeep quests. Nightfall the Ordeal. Nightfall the Ordeal offers strikes with several difficulties: Adept, Hero, Legend, and Master. In the Destination tab, select the Vanguard node. After selecting Nightfall the Ordeal, you'll be able to choose your difficulty for the featured strike. Complete this week's Nightfall the Ordeal on Hero difficulty. And then we can select it. And then in the bottom, we can change it now. So Adept, Hero, Legend, and Master. So hero, be the hero you were born to be. Matchmaking on. A reward, exotic gear, enhancement core, and enhancement prisms. Exotic gear, enhancement prisms, and exotic gear, enhancement prisms, and ascendant shards. I have no idea what ascendant shards is, but there's a bunch of modifiers that come with it. So the adept one has martyr. Exploding units have more health. Then Champions Overload. This mode contains Overload champions, which cannot be stopped without an Overload mod. So I do need a mod for this one. Champions Barrier. This mode contains a Barrier champion, which cannot be stopped without an Anti-Barrier mod. Generous incoming void and environmental damage increased. Barrier locked. You will not be able to change your equipment after this activity starts. Matchmaking enemy have highly resistant to all unmatched elemental damage, and incoming void and environmental damage increased. Holy hell, 1080. That's pretty hard. So what else do we got in here? Barrier, the locked, the match game, famine. All ammunition drops are significantly reduced. This mode contains additional champions and Genesis our incoming void and so yeah, it becomes really, really tough. And I do believe that we needed to do the hero part for this mission. Let's quickly check.
Guardian, what puzzles do you bear?
Complete weekly nightfall deal on hero. So yeah, that's what we are gonna start with, guys. So yeah, it does become a little trickier to actually defeat him and the enemies. They get more HP and some sort of shield. I think that's what they meant with you get the overpower, or what was it? Else you can't defeat the champions. Overall, it's not that much harder. And well, the second I say it's not that much harder, I actually die. And as you can see in the bottom, actually, the increase in points is 1.32. So usually we get, by doing this run, I usually get around 45,000, I think, is the overall points you get. But now the overall, without actually completing the run itself, is actually already like around 85,000. So actually doing it on a harder difficulty is how you got able to get the 100,000 run. There's like a pinnacle gear that you can get if you do a nightfall run at 100,000 total. Let's get something heavier. Not fast enough. Go! Bam! Enhancement Prism, Enhancement 4. Actually pretty good loot. Prime Engram. Operator Int. So we'll get a mod as well from here. So yeah, 84, it's almost double from what you get from a normal one. So I do presume that you're gonna need to run a Legends ranking, or especially just a higher ranking than the hero ranking I ran now, to get the 100,000 to actually get to that pinnacle gear drop once a week. So yeah, good information from me at least. Yeah, that was the quest that we needed to do. So yeah, we're gonna move on to speaking to Deputy Commander Sloan on Titan and offer her assistance.
Still your blade, and let's talk.
Sloan, let's talk.
Zavala wasn't thrilled about you running off after Cade's killers. Can't say I blame him. Just tell me you got him.
I got him.
What? Even I know duty and obligation don't always line up. That's why I like you, Guardian. You don't just deal injustice, you embody it. Keep up the good fight. I'm rooting for you.
Even if the Vanguard doesn't support you, Sloan does. She understands what it's like to lose a comrade. Sometimes a Guardian has to follow their heart, no matter where it leads you. So let's accept. Preparations, Titan. I was wondering who Zavala would send. Sloan says as you arrive. She seems pleased to see you. He's watching the skies, but I'm more concerned about what's happening on the ground. I'm seeing increased hostile activity across the board. The Hive's digging deep for Golden Age tech. They know the pyramids have us distracted, and they're taking everything they can reach. In the distance you hear the unearthly cackling of Hive. They think they can pick our bones before we're dead. She squares her shoulders. The medals on her shoulders clink softly. Not a chance. I didn't even notice the medals on her shoulder. So let's accept task at hand. So complete a weekly bounty for Sloan to help her defend against the pyramids. Okay, weekly bounty. That's why she still has a marker apparently. So bounties, weekly bounty, daily bounty. So yeah, one of these. Complete patrols and defeat Hive in tidal, anchor and sinking docks to stop them from stealing Golden Age tech. 3 patrols done. 75 Hives and complete a strike on Titan and defeat Hive on Titan. I think if we do, can we take both? Let's just take both. They're a good rep. So that's always good. So strike, 7th song. Isn't this Hive? Yeah, Hive, perfect. That way we can do Hive kills and we can do the strike in one go, and then we only should be able to do 3 patrols. So let's get in there. So that was a pretty fast strike we actually did. I think we defeated the boss in less than 30 seconds or something like that. So let's check on our quests, what we actually still need to do. We needed to do the patrol, so we did one strike. We still need to defeat some hive, but it says hive on Titan, not hive in a strike. And we still need to do complete patrols and defeat hive in tidal anchor and sinking docks. So 3 patrols and 45 hive. And I do believe that these hive actually counts towards this one. So we should be able to do them both in the same time. Now I just only need to find some patrols to go on. I wish because you can basically track the quest. So if we do this, you can basically go up and then see how far you got. Dude, stay away from me. So you can see how far you got up. I kind of wish they were on your screen right now without having to constantly check on them. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna look for 3 patrols to do and kill some hive in the right locations. I hear something bleeping. I heard something beeping. Am I blind? I hear something beeping. Not anymore. Probably around the corner here. No? Not around the corner? You guys heard it too, right? I'm not imagining things. Oh, here we go. That's one patrol.
We have a chance to swing the tide in this theater, Guardian. Coordinates identified for a priority target. Good hunting.
Okay, let's go hunting. That's 1 bounty complete. Strike team Titan. Yeah, I have 2 bounties, so it's basically gonna complete them all. That means I just need kills and 1 more patrol. Should be fairly simple to do. Scan environments. Did you scan it? Object scans. Look at bones. Oh, there we go. That was pretty straightforward. This has got to be the easiest quests in the game. Just a simple survey. Can I not hit that one? Strange. Yeah, just stand on the tower and survey the area. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I joined in on an event.
I hear you try to cook them.
You know what the best part is?
We're wasting time.
Eyes. Cooked just right. Makes you see colors for hours.
Colors,
Lights. Like streaks.
lines, through the world.
You got it. I can never tell where they're going.
How naive do you think I am?
So yeah, basically I came across the local event and I couldn't, it was an invasion from a pyramid. I couldn't help myself. And clear it out. Always some good loot, always some nice... So yeah, this should be the last sinking docks. I think this was one of the locations. I think I needed 5 more, so that means 2 more now. 1 more. And we should have our quest complete. If I'm correct. There we go. Complete. So let's head back to Sloan. It's not that far, but let's teleport anyway. It's always faster. Let's see what she has to say. And I do believe there's still a lot of people playing with the new rocket launcher that came with the season. I do believe if I complete these 2. Yeah, level 35. There we go. So now season WitherHoard. Finally got the WitherHoard kinetic weapon. Hell yes. It's the only thing I actually wanted still from this event. So let's quickly check in our inventory. Where is it actually? Oh, it's in here. Wait, what? It's not in here? It's possible that we still need to... Oh no, it's in here, it's in here. So let's go with sniper rifle and then WitherHoard. Yeah, I see a lot of people playing with this. So basically it has 2, I don't have special ammo, crap, I don't actually have ammo for it yet. See if we can pick up some ammo.
So, wild card with a chip on her shoulder can be tough to manage.
And a new
Eris
event.
survived the Helmo. Like, she doesn't
No, we're not gonna go on to the event. Well, we might as well test it out while we can, right? Let's see how much ammo we can actually hold first. Slow, slow, slow. It's such a good gun. So 13 so far. It's actually not bad. Can I pick this still up? To 21. That's actually really good. So it has 2 abilities. If you shoot at an enemy, it basically damages the enemy, and once it explodes, it brings out this puddle. But if you directly shoot it at the ground, it actually creates this puddle as well. So for higher tiered enemies, you actually wanna put 1 in the enemy and then put 1 on the ground, and that way it will give like 2 different. Yeah, I finally got my hands on this gun. And I see a lot of people playing with this. Really good AoE, and my modes are maxed. Dude, leave me alone. Let's go invisible for a second. Let me fall in peace. See, it stays in him, as you can see, and it actually damages him from the inside out. So basically you can place 1 in the enemy and then 1 below his feet. And that way you can damage the enemy in 2 different ways. Yeah, it's really amazing. The rocket launcher. Well, grenade launcher, I guess you call it. Sloan! What do you gotta say?
All ears.
Fortifying Titan. Good work out there, Sloan tells you. I've put together a plan in the meantime. Just keep sending those hive back through their portals in little pieces. She falls silent, lost for a moment in the shadow of the pyramids. She looks out over the Titan's tumulus seas. Her jaw set, her mouth a hard line. You nod. Sloan nods back. It's enough. So preparation IO quest step.
What?
Sure.
When I entered the Pyramidion, I was led astray by curiosity and self-interest. I now pay an expeditiously advancing price. Comparable, regrettably, to how Cade's pride accosted him in the depths of that atrocious prison. As I understand it, retribution has had its claws in you. Bear in mind, assistant, try as you might, there's no circumventing the price.
Okay. So Asher is a scientist. He knows better than most that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Whatever you choose to do, Asher just hopes you are ready to pay the price. Let the price come to me. So preparations IO. Asher is working furiously at his terminal as you approach. Multicolored waveforms crash and collapse on the screen. There you are, assistant, he says. I saw you earlier as you ran off after that ship. The denizens of this moon are reacting strangely to the pyramids. Take to the field, record your actions, and bring me the data. I shouldn't have to tell you to hurry. He glances towards the black ship hanging in the sky, and his eyes narrow with irritation. Time appears to be of the essence. So novel data of novel data.
Quickly, Hunter.
Let's check the quests. Seasonal. So complete a weekly bounty for Asher to help him study the pyramids. Okay, so weekly bounty here as well. And which ones do we have? Complete the public event on IO. Gather data for Asher. Public events 3. And defeat combatants on IO with abilities to study light effects on creatures beneath a pyramid. Bam! Bounty completed.
Have you sealed the interdimensional breach? Excellent.
This gun is amazing. Like, it's so freaking amazing.
You are, but you have somehow failed to foul things up. Yeah.
And we got some nice reward pools as well. I was basically using the Achilles weapon because that's the only one I had. And I got a submachine gun. So yeah, I got a nice replacement for when I use the WitherHoard. I can still use the Achilles SMG. It doesn't have the amount of rounds per minute. Not as much speed. It doesn't have as much ammunition in it as well. But it's another submachine gun, and it's basically one of the guns I enjoy the most. And then, yeah, temporal claws or machine gun and or falling guillotine. I still need to figure out how I can launch stuff with it, but
Hello, Guardian.
that comes later. Report to Zavala. The darkness is pushing deeper into our territory. Zavala intones gravely. The air around him crackles with energy. Mars, tell Anna Bray what we've learned about the pyramids so far. Help her defend against the creatures they draw. Then I need you to go on Mercury. Vance is in the lighthouse there and needs to be brought up to speed. The Infinity Forest has strategic value but is not our top priority. The area is suddenly still. Zavala speaks softly, almost to himself. There is so much we can't afford to lose. Yeah, and this is the second gun I get with actually like a yellow bar around it. I got a sniper as well. This is a Militia Birthright grenade launcher, and it actually has more velocity than a normal one has. So I'm not really sure what the yellow marker indicates around it. If you guys know, just yeah, let me know in the comments. But yeah, grenade launcher, 1 magazine, so pretty good. Let's accept preparations, Mercury, and the Militia Birthright kinetic weapon. And new lore discovered as well. We see that our gunsmith also has a follow-up quest or a quest for us. Let's quickly check. Banshee.
Guardian.
Banshee 44 wants to speak to you about the history of the WitherHoard. WitherHoard? Alright, WitherHoard was an exotic quest that we basically had. But good duty. Well, maybe we actually did that one. I guess we kind of did that one. Let's get some upgrade cores. Can I talk to you again, please?
Let's get you back out there.
So yeah, let's Banshee visited. One last job quest step. Some gums need to finish what they started long ago. You're just along for the ride. Banshee 44. High stakes heists. Vance, my friend, what do you got?
Back again, Guardian?
Yes, I'm back. Preparations, Mercury. Brother Vance is running his fingers over his books when you arrive. You tell him of Zavala's concern. He nods. I will attempt to dive, which prophesieth, and the time we will find ourselves in. Vance traces an arching the words today in these texts, holy hell. Hypotrochoid spiral on a thick piece of parchment. Osiris used obscene amounts of fractaline to power the obelisks, he says, shaking his head at the paradoxes the old warlock tempted. Now I feel this thought reality tremble and groan. It anchors countless timelines, all pulling against the chronological center, and this pyramid threatens to collapse them all. Is our reality gonna collapse? Okay. The Infinity Forest is the key to all of this, he says. How do I not yet understand? Any help you could provide would be most welcome. So Heimdall opens. We are getting a lot of keys.
You're gonna need it for
Just
that
doing the strike alone.
Ghost can do that.
I just did.
So yeah, by doing one quest, are we going to make it? Oh, barely. So yeah, by doing one quest, we actually are completing a next quest. Because that's how it goes in Destiny. Well, it goes in any game, right? If you take multiple quests, you always come across some other quests you kind of need to do. You need to defeat 75. Let's at least try to do that. Where the hell do we need to go?
These Cabal must have a
Straight
leader.
down.
You're headed straight for him. He's caught in a window in time, trying to steal the map before we can get it. He'll fail every time, but he doesn't know that.
Sounds horrible.
Whoa, this actually damages me. No.
Much worse.
Ooh, thank you for the assist. It's actually a run I didn't do yet. Like, I thought they were always the same ones, but this one is a little different from the ones I've already did. So that's pretty fun. See that there's multiple runs of the same place. I'm not really sure though if we need to go up or down. Because there is a pathway up, so. Wanted enemy has been defeated. I think somebody's going way ahead of us. Already taken out everything. That's not really good for my quest. Yeah, let's speed things up, else we'll never catch up. Yeah, I don't think I've actually played in this one before. Using a blade. No, I think I've already ran this one. Still enemies here? Oh, kinda need to kill them. Find the map of the Infinity Forests. Yeah, Smallest is way ahead of us.
So, where's
Getting
this
all the
palace?
kills.
Wait for it.
Damn you. Let's get some big damage in. Damn!
Next just turned up their security measures, trying to flush
Whoa.
us out of here.
Yeah, that wasn't too hard. Let's continue.
They've activated more
Looks
lasers.
amazing again.
It's hard not to admire the artistry.
It's really not.
The Akello submachine gun is actually pretty cool. Like the way it shoots, it's more late. Whoa, no, head back. That was a guaranteed failure to drop in.
Osiris would send his thanks, but he's already knee-deep in another simulation.
Of course he is. We know the way out.
Atlas
Try not
Grove
to glitch
completed.
any more Cabal into existence.
Strike 3, Mercury bounty complete. Ah, perfect. We did our bounty in one run. That's pretty easy.
Don't need to see you, Guardian.
Strike Team
To know
Mercury.
you seek the truth of
Complete
Osiris.
a brother's
We
guidance.
The Have you come to learn more about Osiris?
Yes, I think. So Vance is studying his scroll when you return. Osiris, the forest, the pyramid. He says there are connections here that go beyond simple prophecy. He stops abruptly, then whispers in silence. As guardians fall in the trials, the lighthouse chimes a dirge. Can't you hear it here, in the shadows of the pyramid? The tones have grown richer. He tilts his head for a moment, his mouth held in an open smile. There, it's the song of life and death. Knowing there isn't much to be done, you leave Vance to his studies. Preparations Mars, so I do believe that's gonna be the next location we are gonna need to head
My
to.
knowledge will change the
Mars,
world.
Mars.
I will tell everyone of my...
You tell everybody what?
Osiris's wisdom.
Okay, time to speak to Anna Bray. Anna Bray, what do you gotta say?
Anything I can help with?
Preparations Mars. Anna Bray is studying her monitors in the Clovis Bray facility when you bring her Zavala's message. Look at this, she says, indicating a jumble of sine waves in front of her. Harmonic oscillation. What if before the darkness did whatever it did to him, Rasputin initiated an emergency upload and there is a screening burst of hive interference. Her screen flickers as her console reboots. For a moment, Anna flares with furious lights that scorched her keypad. Then she turns to you, dead calm. I could use some support, Guardian. You draw your weapon, she smiles. Accept Braytech support. So I guess we'll just take so Thrall defeated and melee kills and strikes and combatants. Strikes and combatants it is. So yeah, just to clarify for the quest for the bounty, it says strike team Mars. We needed to kill 75, I think, and then do one strike. You don't need to kill 75 on your own, as I only got 45 kills in this this strike. So it's overall with your team that you need to get 75 kills, which makes it pretty easy. Shadows of Red and Exodus focused Umbral Ingram. Anna Bray.
Let's make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen? Okay. Anna is working desperately at her console. On the screen, a single orange line glows weakly. Big Red was too clever for it, she says. I've detected a part of his signal cycling through the buffer. Problem is, I don't know how to get it out. Not much can safely hold a war mind. She picks up a fragment of Rasputin's shattered shell from her desk and rubs her thumb over its silver traces. You hear the muted thud of Cabal drop pods outside. Anna looks towards the sound wearily. I need to figure this out. In the meantime, could you ask the neighbors to keep it down? She gives you a grateful nod and turns back to her console. Accept. Return to Zavala. You bring your collected reports to Zavala. He looks them over slowly, one entry at a time. Give Sloane the best she needs to come up with her plan, he says. She's the best there is. Asher, on the other hand, his theories had better produce results and quickly. Anna thinks some part of Rasputin survived. I hope she's right, for all of our sakes. Van's reaction is troubling. We need him clear-headed. Fanaticism is a luxury we cannot afford. Our territories are holding together, Zavala says. But the tension doesn't leave his face. Continue to aid them in any way you can. Thank you, he says, and he turns back to the Traveler. And I think that was it. Triumph complete. Exodus preparation.
Back to the front, Guardian.
Back to the front, he says. So yeah, I do think Exodus preparation was basically all this is. So yeah, I do have the bank job as an exotic quest that I got today. So vault keys acquired. That's by defeating combatants with kinetic or energy grenade launchers and rapidly defeating combatants for a higher chance to receive a key. And then, yeah, Nascent Town still bugged. Taken boss or mini boss defeated. Darkness in the Light, still something we can actually do. The Wish Ender is still something we need to do the Shattered Throne dungeon for. And I'm not really sure. I think I'm kind of gonna do like... I know it's like a weekly... It's got a week-long reset. So once you start it and you actually get past the first point, I do believe that you can progress, like you can do progress on day 1 and then progress further on day 2, and it might be something that I actually do on the next week, or I'm gonna wait a week because in 1 week actually my holiday starts and I'm gonna have 2 weeks off, which means I can put a whole lot of time in these quests that would take me probably some difficult hours to accomplish them. But yeah, that was it for today. I'm gonna sit my ass down as always. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you want to see more of my Destiny 2 playthrough or walkthrough or whatever you want to call it, just hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.